What's going on, everyone? I'm glad that you stopped by. So today I want to chat about a few common myths in men's style that either no longer apply or are just mostly false. And I want to get right into it. First and foremost, let's talk about the myth or the notion maybe that you can't pull that off, right? Like somehow you're different in some way, or that the other guy who can pull it off has some type of power that you don't have. Now, yes, I understand comfort levels and kind of wanting to stay inside your box and all of that, but if you really think about it, there's no reason why you couldn't pull something off. I mean, besides your own comfort level. And for the record, that's totally fine. Like, if you're not comfortable wearing rainbow pants, then don't. But on the other hand, if you like something and you wish that you could wear it, you are the only thing standing in your way. My advice is to get the thing and then wear it around the house. Get used to seeing yourself in the mirror and get used to wearing whatever the thing is. Because once you get used to it, you'll eventually wonder why you were so freaked out before. Next is that you can't wear white after Labor Day. And I've talked about this before in several other videos, and this whole thing dates back to the early 1900s. Wearing white was a sign of wealth because most people at that point were working manual labor jobs and their clothes would get very dirty. So wearing white meant that you were upper class and you didn't work manual labor. So of course you didn't have to worry about getting your clothes dirty. It also meant that you were wealthy enough to afford vacations to warmer climates in the fall and winter after Labor Day. And then somewhere along the way, wearing white into the fall season was just kind of showing off your wealth, so it stopped. Then, not wearing white after Labor Day became this firm rule in the upper class, and they used it as kind of a signifier of etiquette. Because if you wore white after Labor Day, technically you were making a fashion faux pas, at least according to the wealthy, and that you weren't truly in the know. And that meant that you were not upper class. So the whole thing started from a really pretentious and shitty place to begin with, and today, that rule no longer applies. Okay, the next myth is that dressing well somehow means that you're shallow or that you're seeking attention and validation from other people. But I would say this is a lot more true today, right now, for the younger generation who places way too much value on brand labels and always feeling the need to sort of flex the latest hype brand. Because once you reach a certain age, all that should go away. You should be dressing well for yourself as a self-reflection of who you are. It's more about self-respect and self-confidence, and to some degree, presenting yourself to the world in a way that shows other people who you are. But it's not about wanting attention or trying to impress people. Again, leave that to the 22-year-olds, because the older you get, the more it's just about self-worth. All right, coming in next is that your belt should always be a perfect match to your shoes. And of course, while that is mostly true, it doesn't always apply. For example, casual white sneakers. I don't see anybody wearing a white belt with white sneakers, and I suggest that you don't either. The belts that I probably wear the most often with white sneakers are these two right here, blue and white and this solid gray, but also this blue and red one, kind of course, depending on what else that I'm wearing. So all of these belts I'm going to show are from Anson Belt & Buckle, today's video sponsor. The owner, David, runs an amazing family-owned business with customer service at the forefront of what they're all about. And what makes these belts special is this track system with these 1/4-inch micro adjustments so that you always have a perfect fitting belt. All right, let me hold this up to the microphone so you can hear this. The belts come to you super long, and then you cut it with a regular pair of scissors to fit your waist. They come in a ton of different colors and materials like leather, suede, and canvas, and you can choose your own buckle because they're all interchangeable. And they've got some really cool brand new designs. Anson Belt also has a really nice email list where you'll get notified of complete belt flash sales at up to 20% off. However, if you join the Anson Text Club, you'll get those same notifications for 30% off. They also have a high-end Premier collection that features genuine crocodile and Italian calfskin. Now, these are going to be a little more expensive, but still very reasonably priced for being true exotic materials made right here in the USA. And occasionally, yes, they will have sales on this collection, so be sure you sign up for their email list. And listen, for a limited time, they're running a special for this audience. Just click the first link in the video description right down below to get an amazing discount. I might recommend jumping on the box set of 3 buckles and 2 straps, which gives you, I think, 6 possible belt combinations, all for under $100. Thank you, Anson Belt, for supporting my channel and sponsoring today's video. Okay, the next myth is that you always need to be on top of all the latest fashion trends. You don't. That's what I'm here for. Subscribe and watch all my videos, because the whole reason I'm here is to help older guys find pieces that work and different styles that are age appropriate, so you don't walk around looking like an overgrown 15-year-old. Now, the one thing that I will say on this is that it's nice to at least be aware of trends so that you don't fall into the trap of wearing something at 52 that's meant for somebody who's 22. Okay, the next myth is that you can't wear black and brown together. Now, I think I can see this more with like a dark brown item paired with a black item, because they're just really too close at that point in color tone. The key is to keep the tones separate. So what I mean is, if you're wearing something black, wear a lighter tone brown jacket or lighter tone brown boots. I see that combo all the time, and it's becoming more and more of a popular look, especially over the last couple of years, and I think, personally, it looks awesome. Another crazy one is not wearing brown shoes with a gray suit. Black shoes, of course, that's going to be the easiest and the most classic option, but there's no reason that you can't wear brown. If the suit is a lighter shade of gray, it makes everything easier and more versatile, because you can wear light brown shoes or dark brown shoes. I think, though, that the darker gray the suit gets, the darker brown that your shoes should also get. Another myth is that being well dressed means that you always have to dress up. Totally false. Listen, you can be well dressed in a t-shirt and jeans. The most important part about being well dressed or being stylish is how your clothes fit. You need to find a balance for your body type between being too tight or too loose. And it's funny because, like, sometimes I'll go to someone's house I haven't seen for a while, or I'll see some friends out somewhere, and they'll say and make comments that I always look nice and dressed up. The thing is, though, I'm not wearing anything dressy. I'm wearing the same exact stuff that their husband's wearing. It's just that my stuff fits better, I take a few more risks, and I'm not afraid of color. Okay, let me know down in the comments if there's any more that you can think of that I might have missed, and please consider subscribing if you're not already. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.